send a message to Washington. The message is one of more local control and one of the people's control. Government now is basically an imposition from Washington. Things come from Washington done by politicians who have not done the job that they should on the bills. For example, when the people get to vote, it is only for personalities. They get to elect personality politicians. They do not get any direct vote on issues. Now, a direct vote on issues is what we need. The people need to send a message to Washington that we need some direct voting on issues, big issues, by the people. Certainly the people can't vote on all issues because they would be picayune to death. But the people ought to be able to vote on certain big issues. Now, in the people voting on big issues, we are rediscovering democracy as it originally was. Originally, in the early American town meetings, the people gathered in one place, everyone to vote on measures. In Athens, where democracy was founded, people gathered together, all who were acknowledged to be citizens, to vote on issues. A democracy implies the right of the people to vote on issues. Now, of course, for a certain period of history, when a big area like America wanted a democracy, it was impossible to get everybody together in one spot. So people had to do the second best thing. They had to elect personalities to go vote for them. But that time is now over. You may ask, how do we vote for individual issues now? How do the people vote directly on issues? I think we owe the answer to that to the modern media, the modern communication system, and modern technology. Modern technology is now such that by using the media, the cell phone, the internet, as well as the traditional media of the polls, we would be able to have an election to get a feeling of the people in 24 hours. Now you may say, how can we do this? Same way you use a MasterCard. If you can trust your money to electronics, you can trust your vote to electronics. Electronics can help us have, within a 24-hour period, a direct vote of the people on issues. We can then restore to democracy that missing step that was taken away because of geography and size. Our voting system now is a horse and buggy system. It has not been updated by technology. It still involves electing personalities from an area to go vote on everything for us, for we the people. We the people have almost no control over how they vote. The politicians we elect have no accountability to the people. What then do? We begin taking up seriously the idea of electronic voting. All we need really is a Social Security number, a secret PIN, and a computer at the other end, We can do it the same way that people use MasterCard. We can see to it that we can have a national direct vote on some issues. Now what we have, through the politicians, and many of the politicians are good men, but you can't have one man represent you on everything. And there's no reason to have the middleman anymore on all things. On big issues, we don't need to elect a politician to vote for us. We are not children. We are not challenged mentally. Many of us have opinions and views we very much want to express. We don't want to have people voting for us. We don't mind having people voting for us on some issues, but certainly not on all issues and not on the big issues. One of the big issues that comes to mind is national financing. You can see what has happened in national financing when the politicians only have been the ones to vote on it. I'm sure you are familiar with the fact that a motion to lower the debt ceiling, to remove the debt ceiling to the next highest amount, has never been voted down in Congress. Now, if you gave that motion to the people, I think the people would react differently. Remember, the people are different in what they want and what they're after than the politicians. The politicians want to be elected or re-elected. They want to be good political party members. Now, political party members are stereotypes who approach an ideal situation with an ideal point of view. Now, the problem is situations aren't really very well solved with cookie-cutter ideological solutions. A problem has its own growth. A problem has a way in which it should be solved. Political party stereotypes simply cannot solve all problems.